disgraced my analysis.
Okay, it's good. It's a happy weekend.
It could have been really sad, but
It's a it's a
it's
happy
not too
weekend.
bad. It's not too
It's a
bad.
Yes, yes, it is.
it's a happy weekend. But there's no better place to start from than what we're just discussing.
Yes, yes,
From
yes. Let's go straight to the big game.
let's
The
just go
big game
straight
of
to it.
biggest game of the weekend. I
Man
mean,
City, Man City 3, Liverpool 0.
So
And
it,
I
it,
think
it didn't turn out to be a big game at the end of the day. It was a bit. I mean, from my own perspective, it didn't really live up to the billing because we didn't show up. So it didn't make it wasn't like your regular nail biting match. No, it wasn't really. I think it was a bit one-sided, some flashes of passing later in the second half, some flashes of pressing from Liverpool, but at the end of the day, I don't think he met that standard of big game. I don't know if you agree though. That's the way I saw it.
yeah. So I thought in moments, right, in blocks, it lived up a little bit. Where there were moments where you know it was back and forth, especially
Yeah,
because Liverpool was now losing,
yeah.
like 2-0 down and all that.
Mm,
But I mean, if I was looking at that game holistically,
mm,
right? Number one, my immediate analyzing it properly, my immediate criticism goes towards Anslot.
okay.
Playing Florian Wirtz on the left, playing playing Florian Wirtz on the left, right?
Mm, mm,
I felt was a bad decision.
mm.
You, and the reason is this: when you look at the game, first 5 minutes, I could see that there was no outlet for Liverpool.
Okay, okay.
There was no outlet. So when you look at that game, right, the way Guardiola set up is set up to choke you guys in the midfield. He
Mm,
choked that midfield completely with players. So you needed to go wide. So the only person that was trying to go was Salah most times. Florian,
okay.
when he gets the ball, was cutting back and passing it back. So
I'm
there
coming
was no
inside.
real outlet. So a lot of times it was easy for City to just come back, defend, get the ball, and come back at you again. Go back, come back, get the ball, go back at you. Meanwhile, they were using their own width.
Mm,
They were using every time Doku got the ball, it was going. Every time was the other guy that was playing for City on the left side of the is it the left on the right side of the pitch as well. Checky was going as best as he could, but it was also part of that midfield to choke you out.
mm.
So I thought, yes, Gakpo might not have been in good form, right? But I would have started him in this game ahead of maybe Florian. Keep my usual traditional midfield of at least with everyone now looking like they're back in some kind of form, right? In
Mm.
that middle. Soboslai, Gravenberg, and the Argentine guy,
McAllister.
McAllister, right? I
Yeah.
would have given myself that option, at least someone to get the ball and drive at that City defense with. So it was a case of, if you check, Ekitike kept trying to fall into that left side and
Mm.
he wasn't able to now push the City central defense back. I thought it was a bad decision and it left him on the pitch. It was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
That's something that I immediately saw in the game. I think it was Anslot is being shown up every week for not being tactically sound. That's what I'm saying. I might be wrong. They may now go on and win 12 games on the road. Who knows? But at this moment, I'm not convinced. Now that he's getting challenged, I'm not convinced with what I'm seeing. I feel that so if you think about it this way, if Luis Diaz was still in Liverpool and Florian Wirtz was still playing, would he bench Diaz and not play him out wide left? And that's
so like you said, I think Gakpo's fitness was in question, so maybe that may have prompted his decision. And I agree with you. Overall, I don't think Wentz should have stayed on the pitch for that long.
It was true. He was stayed.
I don't think so. But and that's where I agree with you. But where I may disagree a little is that as a unit, we didn't show up. So, especially in the first half, there was a lot of pressure on the defense. We couldn't even pass the ball properly.
Oh, another thing, if you noticed, they kept giving the ball to Konate. They did not let Van Dijk start that attack. They left what's his name on him? Alan. Every time Liverpool had the ball, Alan went to Van Dijk and they were passing it to Konate, who was struggling to pass the ball out.
Yeah.
That was another tactical.
So that's where I say that I disagree, because when we couldn't even string passes together, it will be difficult. We were pressed a little backward for most parts. So that's why even though I agree that overall Vest shouldn't have played that long, but that's why I disagree that, well, what could those people up front do?
Yes, but think about it this way. The few times you got out, there's a difference between when a player gets the ball and is pushing towards the opponent, right? As against getting the ball and cutting back in and giving the opponents the time and space to defend.
Yeah, I agree.
Now,
I get your point.
It's also in the psyche, right? Let's say Gakpo started and he was pushing, even if he was messing with them up, right? But he was pushing them back. They would be careful to just keep bombing forward. Just keep bombing forward and keep bombing forward towards you guys. They were not worried at all. Because almost every time you guys went over their midfield, it was just Salah and they were worried almost every time.
So let me ask you this question. When did you start doubting Slot's technical abilities? Is it because of the way we've been performing the last few games? Because when I hear things like that, I'm kind of surprised. That's the same guy that won the league last season.
Well,
and I've heard some people say things like, "Oh, he was using Klopp's team," and I said that's nonsense. That's nonsense.
Well, no, Kola,
it's absolute rubbish.
No, I disagree.
You played 38 games. You played 38 games, and you were consistent for most part of the season. Yes. And you want to take away that credit from that person.
But what you realize is that same team that he used, there's a lot of change in it now.
I agree.
Exactly. So now it's easy for people to say
abilities.
No, it's easy to say that I was using Klopp's team because you didn't change anything from Klopp's team. It was the same guys just playing through the new season, last season, and they played well, right? Now you've come into a new season, you've spent £500 million to bring in some new superstars, and you are struggling to integrate them into the new system. It's so bad that you've had to go back to Robinson. It's so bad that sometimes you're even having to bench Florian Wirtz and go back to your traditional midfield from last season. So obviously it's easy to start to question that. And when I see some of the tactical decisions, right, that they are making, like for instance, 10 minutes into that game, I would have started going long. I would have signaled to the goalie, go long. Stop passing the ball to Konate. Just go long and see if we can catch them out. It's not as if the City's defense themselves are great in any ways.
But Jacob, do you realize something about Mamardashvili? His distribution is very poor. Have you noticed? His distribution is extremely poor. So I don't even see how that would be anything
to play short. If his distribution is poor, you now want him to even play short passes.
Well, I think I'll take that risk. Look, go and watch some of our past games. Even the game against Real Madrid. You will see his ball distribution is terrible. Terrible.
Sometimes you miss Alisson, I won't lie.
Oh yeah, we do. But I mean, it's part of it. We are not playing well, but I'm still positive that it will all come together. I think at this point, I think at this point where I can conclude that we are out, in the run for the league. I think
Is
we
it
are
No,
out.
is
you
it is,
cannot be
is it
out.
not
Oh.
too early? Is
No,
it
no,
not
no,
too
no.
Leave
early?
me alone with
Is
No,
it
I
not too
think
early?
I
No,
think we
no,
are
no, no,
out.
no,
I'm
no.
not I'm not and I'm not saying that because of the gap. I'm saying that because even if we start playing well, it will take time for us to be able to get in that gear to
No,
play at that level.
you cannot leave me alone with City. Oh.
No, no,
No.
no, no.
You have
I'm
no.
just being realistic. And then at the end of the day, I've always been saying, I don't think you can win the league having considered that number of goals. It's not likely. We have considered too many goals. So if we end up winning, except if we are going to from now to the end of the season, we don't concede again. But you can't have that basket full of goals, and at the end of the day, you are crowned champions. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, that defense is struggling.
Oh no, no, it's
Honestly.
terrible. It's terrible.
Honestly, I don't understand. They made myself and Lagz were still discussing it that Doku does not perform well against young defenders, anyone below 30. When he's playing against 35 and above, you will see him doing. But today, it felt like Bradley was slow.
Yeah, and again,
I don't
But
understand.
we all know Bradley isn't that guy. He's not.
but but
He's
but
okay. He's an
but
okay
lads,
right back,
but
but he's
lads,
not.
Lads, the
He's
challenge
just
is
not.
that because some of these players, because I think he's young, so look at his performance against Vinicius Junior over the.
Exactly.
It was
He played
good,
well against
exceptional.
Vinicius.
Yeah,
He
that's
was outstanding against him.
as a young player, his inconsistency is going to be a lot.
Yes, exactly.
But
That's the problem.
For a Liverpool side, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have that room for that development or inconsistency, especially in a big
But
game.
unfortunately, we don't have a choice right
Unfortunately,
now.
I
Oh
think
yeah.
Frimpong is injured.
Yeah, everyone is injured, so we don't have a
No.
choice.
You think Frimpong would have been better against Doku today?
No, but what we
He
can
would
see is
have killed him.
the right
Maybe
hand
in terms
side
of speed, you may be able to match him. I don't know.
Maybe speed.
but what is happening is the right hand side of Liverpool is suffering. We game in, game out, they are making Salah look like this West Ham, West Brom kind of winger. Like
Yeah.
it's so bad when you see Salah, you're like, man, I can't believe this is this. And when you watch him, you think maybe it's like 39, 40, but it's just like 30. He's not even that old. But slots, whatever slots is doing is not working for Salah. It's just not working for him.
So it
This
goes
new
back to
system,
Lads.
this
It goes
whatever
back
they are
to
doing.
no Lads. It goes back to what we said earlier in the season, and I said it. The recruitment was bad. I'm saying it again. That recruitment.
No, even
was
aside
bad.
from the recruitment, I'll still blame them for one thing. You should never have allowed Harvey Elliott to go. That was a huge mistake, in my own opinion. Yes, the guy wanted to play, but they should have found a way to be like, look, you're going to get games. See, you look at the bench and you're like, who can actually come in for Salah? There's nobody. And it's been going, I've been talking about this thing for like the past 2-3 seasons that what's going to happen to Salah? You're going to need a replacement.
Not just Salah. Van Dijk. Who can come in for Van Dijk? Think about it.
I won't even put much of Van Dijk because the experience, you still need him.
No, but if he gets
If
in,
he gets injured,
who can forget
struggle.
experience? We're not talking experience. You're talking coming.
But let's look at this. Ever since they bought Van Dijk, look at the other defenders they've had. Joe Matip, Gomez.
We understand that, but if Van Dijk gets injured today,
but what I'm saying is they've never really had someone that they said we're going to invest to say like this person is our next, is our future. This person is going to be the next.
It's the same thing with Salah too. That's what they did with Salah too, anyways. So
no,
that's
but
I agree with your point.
A defender is different from a winger. There are some defenders, we've seen them in Italian that can play to like 39. It's just experience and playing with a younger person. But for Salah, right, today, in fact, I didn't even know. In fact, there was a point Kitike said, sorry, the commentator said, they didn't even know Kitike was still on the pitch. And it was sad to say.
And I'm telling you now, honestly, I'm telling you now, I don't think Salah played badly today. I don't think Ekitike was bad. I think the reason why those two did not perform was they were playing with Florian Wirtz up front. He was playing on the left wing and he was not offering anything at all. He did not offer anything. There was no reason to have started that guy on the left. And I'm going to die on that hill. It was unnecessary.
I'm not going to put you on words. I'm going to go down to Slot. I think Slot is
Of course,
no.
what did I say?
I think he's rattled. I think he's rattled. You
Yes,
see
he's
something
starting
about
throwing words
you
on-
see
on
something
left.
about the media, right? When they praise you, they will praise you. But the moment you have a slip up, since Slot has not seen anything yet. Though.
They just,
The moment-
they just leave him. Me, I've always believed him.
They won't
He
leave him.
allowing
He makes it worse. He makes it worse without the explanations. He will not come and be giving horrible explanations.
They should
And that
just-
is what- and that is what they
just
like.
leave him. The club should leave him. Let him. That's what
You see-
I said the same thing about Amorim. I said the same thing when Arteta was having it. I prefer long term. Leave the guy. He's going to be fine. Last, he'll be fine.
Kola, he would not be fine.
He will be fine. If you guys had sacked Amorim, you will not be seeing this. You will not be thinking now that you can win the league.
The guy will not be fine. Reason being that, sometimes when a manager is doing good, right? When the team is doing good,
Yeah.
you don't see the flaws of anybody.
Okay.
Even when those signs are there, you refuse to see those flaws, right? Unfortunately for him, all those flaws have been there. But because they've been getting results, so it's hard to really poke any hole. But now is the time. And when you think they would leave him alone, he has not even seen anything like I said. He has not, because he's going to see a lot. The English media they're going to dissect him.
Maybe today they dissect.
Is this me? Was it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's you.
I think it's
Was
you.
that me?
It's you. It's
Yeah,
you,
it's
Bayo.
you.
It's you. Kola doesn't want you to dissect his coach.
No. I said they will dissect higher.
Kola took your internet away. He doesn't want to dissect his coach.
No, but you see this,
I
especially
think
when you're
it's really
when you're
not
a
my
foreign
internet.
manager.
I have 1,000 browsers, 1,000 tabs open, and I'm trying not to close them. But I think I might end up closing
Don't worry.
them. But
I
it was
have
just
close to 1,000 open too.
So, Bayo, let me ask you this question. There is no coach that doesn't have bad times. That's my own belief. So if we sack Slot now, then what next?
no. It's not about sacking him. Sacking him is the list of that should never even be in question. Why would you want to sack him?
Oh, okay.
But
I thought
what I'm
you
saying
were insinuating.
Oh, no.
No.
Saying that what he's insinuating is that last season again, it was club's team.
No, I honestly, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's
Now
fair
he's
on
having to
Slot.
show
I
himself.
don't think it's fair on Slot when people say that. Honestly, are you suggesting now that
No, I think Kola, the best way to put it was he came into a better team in a better position,
agree.
and they had momentum.
I agree, Lagz.
Yes, I think that's the right way to.
Yeah, I think that's the right.
Let me ask you a question.
So
Are you
the right
saying that
situation was
any
put there by
coach
club
in the
who
world?
left.
Are you saying any coach in the world would have taken over that Liverpool team last season and would have won the league? I think it's not fair. When we look at things like that.
So what
Where
we're
to
saying
give
is,
the guy credit?
I think what we're saying is we didn't see much of the imprint last season. You could see that this team was still, it didn't really change much apart from, I'll say, they weren't pressing that much. They were keeping more possession. But you see this season now, you can see now he's trying to play his game. I remember this thing about exactly what I'm seeing from Slot now is what happened to Ten Hag, right? When Ten Hag came after 2 games.
You can never ever use Ten Hag in the same sentence as Slot. Never ever. I will not allow it. Never.
He's an analogy. No. I'm discussing. No. I'm trying to tell you that. I'm trying to tell you that. You see, Ten Hag in his first season, things were going good for him. The second season, he said, okay, now I want to put my imprint on this team. Because after the first 2 games, he tried to change. He said, no, let me continue with what these guys have been doing. Second season, he tried to change. That's when all hell broke loose. And I think that's what's happening to Slot. And Slot is coming from a league whereby, you see this media pressure, a lot of these foreign managers, they don't know how this press is. If you see Slot now, he's not looking the same. He's looking rattled.
Yes,
before on the touchline, he just gives a smile like everything is all good.
Games. He has to be rattled.
But that's what I'm saying. In Premier League, once you start losing, the kind of questions they start asking you, you start thinking.
It's good for him. It's good for him. It has happened to the best of them. Mourinho. It has happened to Guardiola. There's nothing there. Let him learn.
We
Let
hope,
him get
we
that
hope he
experience
can
of the
handle it.
pressure.
Let us hope that he can handle it. That's all we should. We hope he can handle it. We
He's
hope
going
he
to be fine. Just leave the guy.
at least let God his international
So
break
okay,
so he
so
can.
so
He can.
let's leave Liverpool alone for a moment. Let's talk City. What do you think about today's performance from City?
For me,
I didn't really watch that match. I watched the first half of it, but it was really dominant. And I know that's the fear for Jags right now, because I heard you say something like, "Don't leave City alone with
Don't
me."
leave City here. No.
Because
So do we? Okay. So just to add to that question before you go on, Bayo, because you made a very interesting statement. It was dominant. Do we think it was dominant because City is back fully, or it
no,
looks dominant
no,
because
no,
Liverpool is not playing well at the
because
moment?
Liverpool is poor. That's the only thing. Liverpool has been poor. So forget that 5-1 trashing of that German team. They've been poor, if you notice. So City's performance is not out of the fact that they're back. City could play next week and struggle to pick up in 2 weeks and struggle to pick up a draw.
yeah.
So they are not back, and that team is not really, they're in and out. But they just saw an opportunity to really hit on Liverpool, and they took it.
So, Bayo, let me ask you. So, Liverpool has been bad all season, right? Is it all season or the last
Season, yes.
All season. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so in the same vein, Man U, that means Man U has been bad all season too.
We have not been bad all season. We've been
Oh,
bad.
no, sorry. You have been bad all season because we are both on 18 points. We are both on 18 points. So, I don't understand what you mean. We have been bad.
That's a trap. That's a trap. I like that trap.
It depends on how you're looking at it.
Now you want to look
guys-
at it in context because it's United.
When you're coming from the back of winning the league, the expectation is very high. When you're coming from the back of
15th, the expectation is different.
There's no story about United. We have been bad. We're trying to be better, right? But expectation on Liverpool is right
different.
Here. You understand? So when I say all season, check out all their wins all season. All those times they were winning, they were late winners. Like they were conceding a lot.
Yes.
3-2, 4-3. That's not a winner's performance. But because they were getting those points at those times, we didn't really see any problem until now.
And so you put it in context. Now you say that Liverpool has been poor compared to last season. That's the way you put it now.
I like how when you gave them that 18 points, the two of them now started putting
No. We know it's a team.
No.
We know it's a team. But Bayo has said it very well. See, what Liverpool needs now is the transfer window to correct their mistakes. Of the summer.
No, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard with 500 million spent.
No. You have to see. We have to understand. There's no team that won't make mistakes in the transfer. Look, do you know how many mistakes Man City have made consistently over the years? Or just that nobody really cares about Man City.
The difference with Man City and Liverpool. Liverpool actually operates like a proper football club. The money they spent this season, to be objective, was saved over a period of time.
Yeah, but the money. Oh, I think Jags is network. But the money Liverpool has spent, right, is because Slot won the league. If Slot did not win the league, I can't say Liverpool. Look, you listen to Liverpool fans, season in, season out, they're always complaining transfers. We need transfers. So it's not today. Even Klopp never had any support like this.
No, Lagz. Let me really explain it. There's a difference between, you can't compare Liverpool and Manchester City in terms of their transfer windows. To be objective, the money that Liverpool spent this transfer window was saved over many seasons. They will just buy one, replace Mane, replace one. Hold up. City, on the other hand, will blow 200 million mid-season without sweat. They will blow, and they will find ways to circumvent FFP. It's like the only two clubs you can compare, if you are comparing those level of transfer window, is City and Chelsea. They'll find ways to circumvent. Now, my point is this: Liverpool has blown £500 million on this window. I don't see how you correct that easily over quickly. It may take time, is the point. And you can't sell. The top players that they can sell are already old. Nobody's going to buy Salah for some crazy amount. Nobody's going to buy Van Dijk for some crazy amount. Nobody's buying Robinson for some crazy amount. And you're not selling Florian Wirtz off, exactly off of the start of this season, right? You can't sell him and sell him at a loss anyways. So it's going to be hard for them to do that. I think they need to look internally and look to the youth. See, the truth is, if we look at modern football, this present football that we are all in now, young players are the ones dominating everywhere. The other coolers of this world, look how young the PSG team is. Look at, even though we know Mbeumo is older,
but
what it looks like. These guys are
no, I would not accept. No, you need to retract. You need to retract. I will not. I will not take that against
Amad Diallo looks young and is dominating. So I think Liverpool has to go back and look to their youth team and try to do some youth development as well. That's what they need.
But that has never been in Liverpool.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because we have not always done that. So I don't think
it's going to be a troublesome next few years.
The last young player that came from Liverpool youth team was Raheem Sterling. That's been the only youth player.
Exactly.
There's Steven Gerrard and Carragher. I can't think of anyone else.
Except Liverpool is ready to join Man City and Chelsea to find a way to maybe start signing players and put 12 years contract.
But do you know the funny thing is, even though I agree that our signings have not done well this season, I honestly think that they will still jello.
No, Kola. So when I say your signings are not, when I say there's a problem with the transfer window, I'm not saying because your signings, of course, players may take time to adapt. They are not bad players, to be honest. Florian is not a bad player. Isaac, even me, I wish he was Isaac we bought before. Even till today, if they still give me Isaac, I will take. I don't have a problem with him. You guys, Ekitike is a fantastic player, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
However, what I think when I say the transfer window is bad is that I don't think you addressed the proper needs of the team.
Okay.
Number one, I think Lagz is very right. Your first need would have been to address the wings properly. Gakpo, Salah, give them competition. Then address the central defense.
I think that central defense is actually number one for me.
Okay, so central defense number one, then Gakpo, Salah, right? I think those were, honestly, your midfield, in my opinion, you have one of the strongest midfields in Europe. I don't care what anyone tells me. You can't name 5 midfields that will take.
Wait, this is Liverpool. You guys have analyzed Liverpool, pal.
Because it's a big game.
Bayo, what did you think about our goal that was disallowed?
No, I hated that, man.
It was a good goal.
I was really
a good goal.
Because whoever made that stupid decision was why would
I just switched off after I switched off.
I was
like,
like,
what are you doing?
And that's what we say about goals. Goals changes things because if that goal has stood, the result wouldn't have been what it is. You know, sometimes just one goal could decide the fate of the whole game. You know, disallowing that goal for me was just not.
It's corruption. Even Tim Howard, the ex-Everton goalkeeper, was saying it was a good goal. Imagine the ex-Everton goalkeeper saying it was a good goal.
I heard that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on. Now don't analyze Liverpool. But we have time to go.
So this referee decision is not even midweek. The Club Brugge versus Barcelona. Club Brugge scored the 4th goal. But guess what? The referee on the day, Anthony Taylor.
Yeah. Even though I wanted Barcelona to win, that should have been a goal.
That should have been a goal. You know,
no foul.
So
I don't know. There's these refs.
So but That's
Let's
it
go
for
to
Liverpool.
other games. Let's go to other games.
Yes, let us round up the games of the day. Aston Villa dealing with Bournemouth. I did not see that happening today. 4-0.
Yeah, I started to watch it, and then so I was switching between that and the Newcastle game and all that. Bournemouth, I think he could have gone to any of the two of them on the day. You know how these two teams that are on the same level kind of come at each other
when they play.
Yeah, so it was back and forth. It wasn't as if when you watch that game, it wasn't as if Villa dominated Bournemouth.
the game, yeah.
It wasn't as if it was total domination, right? It was back and forth. The only difference is that these guys were taking their chances. Everything they put on target was going in. These other guys, for some reason, it just did not happen for them. So
did not. And Aston Villa are gathering momentum. I mean, they are like on serious. I mean, they are on 18 points. Before we were looking at them at the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
And now they are, they could be title contenders.
They are not just 18 points. They are title contenders with Manchester United at this point.
But just telling us now, watch your back. The people coming behind you.
I've been watching my back for weeks now with United, and I know you guys are on it with us.
I was just like, the people coming behind you, there are a lot. Anyway, that was a good game today. I actually watched this game, Brentford versus Newcastle, and I keep on saying it. Newcastle away is, I don't know, they have.
Yeah, it's really terrible. The
away
record is abysmal.
It's like when they are playing at home, they just bully people, push people, beat people. But when they go away, they just because
when they play at home, when they kick somebody and the ref wants to blow against them and he hears the noise from those they are rowdy, loud supporters, the fear of those ones, the ref will keep his whistle away and allow them to do whatever they want. But when they go away, referees don't let them get away with bullying, pushing, kicking. And
there was a strange decision today. So they got a penalty. And Eddie Howe made 4 substitutions at once. They even removed the goalkeeper, removed Pope, brought in Ramsdale.
Yeah, I wonder what that was about too.
I know they said Pope had a fall before, but I was like, there was no point. It's not like the goalkeeper didn't come in to save. He came in and even considered 2 goals. So it was very strange. But yeah, Brentford they are doing, honestly, I didn't expect their new manager, their assistant coach, to be doing this well after the loss.
And they're already on 16 points too. So that's not bad. They're right behind United. Just to remind you as well.
And they are 10 points behind us now, so they are not that
far away.
They are not that far away.
If they are not that far away with 10 points, that means they are neck to neck with United. 2 points.
No, they are not neck to neck with United, but they are far away. Anyways, Crystal Palace, Brighton 0-0.
I think we called this a draw. Remember? We didn't know what to expect from both of them.
We said they'll play themselves out. They just agreed to have a draw. Then Sean Dyche is
when you get a good coach. Nottingham Forest versus Leeds. When you get a good coach, remember I told you Ange will get this Nottingham Forest relegated. Sean Dyche is going to save them.
Yeah, it looks like they might be saved after all. And anytime I look at that Leeds team, I always remember Jagos.
And they scored first.
This
Bayo
team.
They scored first. Just take note of that. It's very important for you to take note of the fact that they scored first. Why is that important? It is important because, like I said, they don't know when to stop,
when to hold, stay back.
You score and you think,
we can score more.
Let's just go and score more. Let's trash these guys. Okay.
But yeah, those were the games. Very big game yesterday. I know Jagos was not happy with this result. He had probably typed and was about to call all of us yesterday morning.
Yeah.
But the god of football said delete will do it for Man U. Spurs 2, Manchester United 2. I'm happy. I'm happy because
you can't even say it with a straight face. Look at
I'm happy as well, because just like I would always say, if you're at the point of losing a game and you're able to salvage a point, come on, just take that point and go.
Just
Especially
Think
especially
about it.
playing with 10 men.
Yes, we
by
played.
the way.
Yeah, before we considered the second goal, we played all through with 10 men, and we're
Yes.
able to come back.
To
You
come
know,
back.
it just gives me this joy about United that at least there is hope. And unlike last season, come on, think about it. It's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
lose
like
that game.
5-1 at the end of the day.
So the only thing I'm going to say, as usual, like I always repeat, is that defense, that three at the back.
No, but you can't say yesterday's game was one a
It was
differential.
about that three at the back. No,
So
I
let me
disagree.
tell you, you know
I
when we
disagree
started
completely.
having issues. Let me tell you, so I think that Amorim still needs one more window, and I've always said that as well. That he needs the kind of players who can play that formation properly, right? And I think he still needs one more window. You guys are not seeing it because you are winning again now, so it looks nice on the eye.
No, I
This
agree.
is
We need
the
one more
minute
window.
Mazraoui went out.
I think we need more
Mazraoui,
than one window, Tunde.
Maybe-
One more window. Are you talking about just January or summer window?
I don't know. Maybe it could be January. If you can get the
Might
players
not
in January,
get
maybe two
anything
windows.
in
Okay, fine.
January.
2 windows, right? So let's say that Mazraoui finished playing that game yesterday, right? Did he get injured? Why was he taken out?
He
by
was
the way?
fatigued. He was fatigued. He was
If
fatigued.
he was able to finish up that game, I think United would have won that game,
Yes.
in my opinion. You lost something the minute Ahmad went to that place.
No, but it wasn't about Ahmad. We have to look at. There's something I've been noticing about man. We really have a first 11,
Yeah.
and it's been happening all season. You hear fans shouting, "Bring in this player, bring in that player." When the player comes in, there's nothing to show for it. If you ask me, this January we need an urgent defensive
Midfielder, no doubt. Like
The moment Casemiro got injured, they notified that, hey, I need to come out. The moment he left that game, you brought in Ugarte. The game was, and you ask yourself, this guy, what exactly are you? Are you a footballer or what?
No. You can't say that. You used to hype him when you guys just bought him. I remember you used to hype Ugarte to me. That Ugarte, we have the best defensive
should have
midfielder.
been-
I'm not letting you go.
It should. No, it should.
So
It should.
Stop asking if he's a footballer. Now he's a footballer. And he must
No,
be
it's not a
playing
footballer.
United.
I don't know the kind of football he's playing. Because
Kola, when they say these things, they don't know. When it comes
No.
back to bite them, they will now
No.
be asking jam question. Is he a footballer? What do you mean? You walk
no,
with and wore your
no,
jersey.
because I'm struggling to understand why every single time we remove Casemiro and we bring him in, it's like we've lost something. We've lost something. It's not once, not twice. Yesterday, I saw a player, especially for the first goal, a player ran across the pitch, ran in front of him. It just didn't do anything. It just didn't. It's like we are just begging for some players to do the basics, just the basics. And then some people want to put it on the manager. But for me, I mean, the team showed me character. I mean, back-to-back games. Last season, we would have lost against Nottingham Forest. Same last season, we would have lost against two Spurs. But for them to come back, I mean, it's showing confidence
I
for
mean,
me.
even though I didn't want Man U to come back, but in fairness, I think it's a big positive. You know, for them to have salvaged those 2 points from the last 2 games.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big deal, really.
Yeah, and to be fair, right? To be fair, apart from that, I have issues with the formation and the players in the formation. When you look at the quality of players United have now, forget having a bench.
Yes.
In that first team. So before you could only basically point to what's his name most times. Bruno.
Yeah.
But now you don't even notice Bruno. Have you noticed that?
I'm telling you, like
Don't notice
sometimes
Bruno,
you wonder
because-
is he even in the match. Yeah,
Exactly. He's not having, and he's playing well. That's the funniest thing. He's playing very well. But you don't notice him because he's not having to carry all the weight.
Yeah,
Right?
it doesn't have to do everything.
He doesn't have to do everything. You have Mbuemo, you have Cunha, you have so many other players doing very well. Ahmad and all these guys playing very well. And the confidence is even going on to the extent that I'm beginning to see Mason Mount also play well. Mason Mount is playing well. At least he's contributing. Same Mason Mount that whenever United brought him in last season like this, I was happy. I'm like, if they bring this guy in, that means they can never hope to win anything from this game. Never. But now he's contributing and all that. So it was a good draw for United yesterday. And again, no one goes through, you are not going to say there'll be blips in the season, right?
Yeah.
Even if you win 4 games on the bounce, 5 games on the bounce, 3 games on the bounce, there will be blips at some point. The important thing is, how do you go from that blip back to starting another round? And that's what makes a good team. So yeah.
Yeah, so yes, for me, yeah, it was a draw, I think, and then we move on from that. Yes, Everton Fulham 2-0. And,
2-0.
David Moyes, there's something about this man. He just does this thing. He just and I think this has always been the club man for him right from time, Everton, and they are really doing so far. 15 points so far this season, and they beat Fulham.
3 points
Fulham,
behind United.
yes,
Just
and they're 11 points, 11 points behind us now, so they are not
Yeah,
far.
just to put that in perspective. You lose the next game now and they win the next one over United. Even if they win the next one, they cannot be over Arsenal. So let's just put that in perspective.
Well, we'll see. We shall see. And then West Ham 3, Burnley 2.
Another Leeds. Shay, I told you, Burnley, Bayo, see the same problem I have with Leeds. I keep saying it. These relegated sides, they come in, they score, and they feel, oh, let's just keep attacking. If you get a Sean Dyke in Burnley, I bet you they don't lose that game yesterday. They won't. Because they will know when to drop deep and play deep and hold out.
Yeah, I agree.
You cannot keep attacking every time. It's not done that way. You are not in
especially when you don't have the manpower to execute.
You don't have the manpower
to keep up. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's another good win for West Ham. Nuno.
For my guys, Nuno. Don't say for West Ham, but Nuno.
2 wins on the bounce.
Yes,
I mean,
and they are now, look at that, suddenly they've gone from 4 points to 10 points.
And they're ahead of Nottingham Forest.
And they are in fact, they're on the same point with Burnley. Another win now probably takes them to top 14, top 15, whatever.
Yeah, so I think that's a very good one.
That's not bad at all.
But then to me, this was the game yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll leave the floor to you for Dan Ballard.
So when I first 10 minutes into that game, right, just before they scored, right, when you have trauma, I flashed back to the Arsenal of old. Not that old, Wenger's and all of them, when we would dominate teams. But when you're watching the game, you are seeing your team dominate, but you are seated praying that today is not one of those days. Right? Today is not one of those days. It just suddenly felt like that was one of those days where we're going to lose. When Sunderland scored the first goal, right? Do you know, I sent a message to a friend of mine. I said, I'm going to take a draw from this game. And his response was, the way he's looking at this game, if we see a draw, we'll be lucky. Number one, Sunderland was extremely organized. It didn't look like we were going to find a way at all. It was hard to get anything through them, right? And every time they broke out. Now, think about it. Teams, since the beginning of the season, a lot of teams had played this level of low blocks against us, right? And when they countered us, right, there was no issues. But for some reason, every time Sunderland went on counter, it was as if they were going to score. So I was watching that game. I'm like, it felt like before the half would go, we would be like 2-0 behind. So for me, it's one of those games, like just as Bayo was saying, today was saying as well, that if it was last season, you probably would have lost the Nottingham Forest game. You probably would have lost the Tottenham game, right? This felt like one of those games that if it was last season, we would have lost. Now, I'm going to put some perspectives to it as well. And this is not giving any excuses, right? When the game started yesterday, we had about 8 attacking players out. that is a lot. A lot of clubs don't survive that. And honestly, until Victor Gyökeres went down, right, we had 7 attack players out. So, and what that means is you can't bring anyone in, you can't change the game, you can't bring someone in to change the game, you can't even switch the style of game easily. You just have to go with what you had, right? When I looked at our bench yesterday, we started a midfielder as our striker, Merino, right? Fine, cool. However, when we looked to the bench, there was nothing else. I kept asking myself that if Merino got into that, there was first 10 minutes into the game when he went on the ground. I'm like, if this guy gets injured, who are we going to play now? Is it Trossard and then maybe bring, I don't know. I was thinking so hard, like, wow, that's how bad it was. So even though on some level we took a lead and almost won, right? It still felt like a point gained for me at the end of the day, because that's the kind of game that could easily have led to a loss in my mind. So I'm okay with not losing that game, because even if you now look at the results from today, with Manchester City winning 3-0, if we had lost that game, right, it suddenly feels different. It suddenly feels very different. The only reason why there's no hysteria today with City winning and people saying, oh, Arsenal is dead and buried, is because we did not lose yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, so there's still that confidence. And I hope that the 2 weeks that we have will let us have some more, at least let's have some more players back. Let's breathe and have some break. Thank God for the death. But the death, injury has almost finished.
But if I was to take you guys back, at the start of the season, guys were happy. You said now we finally have squad depth, right?
Yes, but so as injury has now taken the squad depth.
No, that's not my problem. Injuries are part of the game. You cannot complain. Injuries are part of the game.
Absolutely.
So are you backtracking, saying you're no more going for the title? Are you knocking yourself?
No, you didn't say that.
No. From the explanation, because you said if you want to win the title,
yes,
these are the kind of games you're meant to go and win.
Absolutely.
Man United beat Sunderland.
Okay.
You all were saying, oh, it's just Sunderland. Now it's your turn to play Sunderland.
Do you want me to name teams that Sunderland beat that United did not beat for you?
They are not good. They beat Chelsea. That's Chelsea's problem. And man,
you
beat Chelsea.
So let me say something. So I think that Arsenal did yesterday what you need to do to win leagues, especially the Premier League.
He doesn't understand. You know, it's been long since.
There'll be times when you will not play well or you will struggle, but at least you get something out of it. Maybe 1 point, 3 points, whatever. That's why you win the league. Now, the only thing is, I want to go back to my advice to Jagos the other time.
Watch out for
City. Listen very well. Beware of City. I've told you. Yes. You know, I told you before. Beware of City. Mm-hmm. Because we're gradually moving to that point where
that phase.
We're moving to that phase where injury begins to come in, and then you suddenly realize that you look at your bench and you say, I thought we had a bench. What's going on? There's nobody to come in. So you have to be extremely careful. And
so you know what? Especially with our bench, the only reason why I'm grateful is that we've had most of those injuries earlier in the season. So I'm hopeful that we'll have a lot of those guys back for the running. And that's my hope.
Because let me tell you now. Because I've considered it that we are no longer going to win the title.
You are out of it actually, but United has taken your place.
So which United? We are both on 18 points.
No, they are on the rise. You are going down. They are on the rise. So we have to.
So there goes. I would prefer, since I've said that we are no longer winning, I would prefer Arsenal to win than City to win. So please, you guys should.
No, but
what about United winning? What about United winning?
United will not win the league.
No. What about United winning?
Kola, let's add the perspective to it. This shameless United fan here, not talking to Bayo. Bayo is a proper United fan. This shameless one here, lad, would rather City wins because of his hatred for Arsenal. He has no shame. They're in the same city with Man
If-
City.
No, I don't want to. Lads,
if Man-
defend yourself. I don't want to
Yeah,
believe that. I don't want to
see,
believe that.
see,
Lads, defend yourself.
Kola, look at it. If Man City wins, right, and they've been winning, I will sleep well at night. My phone will not ring. Nobody will disturb me. You see, but if Arsenal wins, that's a small victory. Look at let me tell you the narrative they had going into this game. They said nobody takes shot on target. They
But
played.
it's-
Wait.
but it's not a narrative.
No.
You know the meaning of the narrative.
I'm
It's
just
not a
telling you.
narrative. It's
I'm
just
just telling you. I'm just
It,
telling you.
it
how
was
I'm
it
feeling.
was a fact.
It was
It
a
was a
fact.
fact.
It's not a narrative.
No, but
You know,
what is
before
what
the
I'm
match
saying?
Yesterday, I told my friend that Arsenal were going to concede 2 goals because there's something about
It was that game.
See,
Simple.
there's something about the public when a team is tending towards one direction and everybody keep talking about it. When you start making too much of a fuss about that situation,
Yeah.
then things turns around. I was like, these talks about. There was this funny guy on Instagram. The guy said, Arsenal's keeper should have been working from home.
Working from home. I
saw
saw
it.
it. Pastor
I saw
report.
it.
Pastor
Yeah.
report. Working from
Working online yesterday.
That's the job. Like,
Working
there's
from
never
home.
been a keeper that works from home, but that it's gotten to that point. And I was like, with Sunderland's game, there's a high chance they will concede first, and there's a high chance if they concede first, they're going to concede another. I told my friend the day before, he was the first person that reached out to me. I was like, because when you say too much stuff about situations like this, and just like Kola said, beware of City. That's the wrongest team you want behind you. City. That's the wrongest
The
team.
only thing I will also take consolation in the fact that Bayern drew yesterday. Look at the dominance in their league. Real Madrid
Lost.
They've also Bayern.
No,
it was a draw.
Bayern drew 2-2.
Yeah, they almost lost.
They almost lost.
Yeah.
Real Madrid today, they almost lost. It was a draw. So nobody goes through the season. I don't see this much hysteria.
Are you comparing
when
yourself?
Villa-
Are you saying you're
dismantled
the same? Are you saying you're the same
2 weeks
category
ago.
as Real Madrid and Bayern now? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just telling you
No.
that the leaders, people
Are
who
you saying
understand what it means.
no? Are you saying you're the same category as Bayern?
Will you allow me answer? You've
No.
asked
I
the
just
question
want to
now.
know because
Let me answer your question now.
because you're trying to. Okay,
Are
because
you
I
going
also
to
use
let me
that
answer your
narrative.
question? You've
I
asked
also
the
use that
question. Let me
narrative
answer.
that
Let me answer. You asked the
Bayern drew
question,
Real Madrid,
then you
so
wait for an
Manchester
answer.
United
Answer is
drew.
done.
I can use
Are you
that
saying
same
you're on the
narrative.
same level with Real Madrid and Bayern?
Yes,
Yes,
because
people
I'm
who
European
who
champion.
understand
I'm
what it means to be on top
a
of the table. I
Champions
don't
League
come from
champion.
15th.
I'm a
You
Champions
understand
League
what I'm
champion.
talking about? Kola
I'm
will
an
understand
European
it.
champion.
Because Kola
As an
just left the top of the table. He knows
No.
what it means to be on top of the table. You have not even experienced it for like 5 seasons.
Have
6
you experienced
seasons.
Champions League? Have you experienced Champions League? Have you experienced what it means to win Champions League?
The same Champions League that we played to come and talk about.
Have you experienced what it means to win Champions League?
Lads, do you know one thing? If I mean, based on the performance so far this season, of all the teams, because I'm someone who believes strongly that for you to win, especially the Premier League, you have to be very, very solid at the back. And based on that, I honestly think that Arsenal has a very, very good chance. Because they are very tight, but they have to keep it up. Because if they start conceding now, that's going to be trouble. But if they defend very well, I think they have a good chance, honestly.
Win the league. Leicester won the league. They were meant to win the league. Leicester won the league. Yes. 2 seasons ago, they were meant to league. We know who won the league. The season before, they were meant to league. So they've been in this position not once, not twice.
If you just take a time, if you just take a moment to listen and be tactical, like Kola was just tactical, you won't be saying all this. Leicester had the best defense in the league that season. That's what we just told you.
No. You were meant to win the league. You were meant to win the league.
That's not the issue. The issue is whether we're meant to win.
What happens?
So, Jegs.
Yes.
The truth is, Lagz knows what he's saying. He knows the truth. He's just messing with you. And you're
I know.
No. I'm not messing with you. The fact is the fact. The fact is the fact. You're not winning the league. You're not winning the league.
So if this is about the fact, it is also a fact that with the recent form, it's a title-winning form from United. So Arsenal is not the only one under pressure. United is also in this as well. Kola, would you agree with that?
The girls, you try want to distribute this pressure, sha.
Exactly. So we want to get the pressure
Thank you,
together.
Kola. Thank you, Kola. You see, that's the thing. You see, they
So,
don't.
Kola, as I was saying before you interrupted me, Kola, this form from United in my mind, and just a few minutes ago, Lagz was telling us how that was championship mentality, how they were able to go with 10 men to get a draw. Kola, how do you expect a team to win the league? Isn't that what you expect from a team that is going to win the league? Exactly. So United is also a part of this. You see, what should we expect from them?
Because don't try to spread this pressure.
That is the problem.
You guys still have the best. You still have the best form.
See,
I still have the best form.
We're just in game week 11, and they're already feeling pressure.
Who is feeling pressure?
They're
You are
already
feeling the pressure.
But just in game week 11,
You are feeling the pressure.
I have no pressure.
My dear, listen carefully. Let me tell you how the season is going to end. It's going to be very close. It's going to be very, very close.
Between who and who?
City and
Arsenal for sure.
City and Arsenal. It's going to be extremely close. It's going to seem as if they will all us in. Right? At some point, they might even go ahead of us. But we are going to win that league this season. It's as simple as ABC.
I like your optimism.
And I'll tell you why.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like the confidence. I like the confidence.
Absolutely. They've earned the right for us to fear them. They've earned that right. It's only a silly person who will not appreciate what they've done, right? That's a championship team, right? Even if you look at some of their young players, and that's why I asked that question, that do you think City are back? When you look at some of the young players, I'm not talking Doku, I'm talking the likes of Foden and Co, who are supposed to be the young chaps in the team. They have a world of experience of winning these things.
Yeah.
Right? They understand how it gets done. Haaland is still a young man. The guy is just 24. Right? They have real world experience. I don't have that. However, you made a point, Kola. When I get my attack players back and all things being equal, no injuries, right? Let me tell you, the defense is going to hold out.
Yeah, I think
it's going to hold out.
3
seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, right? Remember, we came to Liverpool, we came to Anfield and took a 2-0 lead or so. It was the game that Saliba left injured, and we had to change to, I forget his name now, one weird old man like that. That's how bad he was that I forgot his name. Listen, little things, like Bayo will say, Kola will say, little things can turn a season around. It's easy to say all this now. Just imagine, knock on wood for him, because we don't want injuries for players, but knock on wood for him. Just imagine Haaland goes on international break to some weird country in Europe, and one plumber lunges in and tears his ACL. All this, your agenda finishes at that point. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Because at that point, let me tell you, you can shake your head all you want.
That was not my problem.
That Haaland goal today, in my mind, as bad as Liverpool was playing, broke the camel's back for Liverpool. Immediately that goal went in, it felt inevitable. I was looking at Van Dijk and the other guys, they were like this. Because it was like, oh, there's nothing we can even do. This guy will still score. So what are we going to do? But imagine for a second that one plumber lunges into him and is gone for 4 months, 5 months. Just look at Man City last season. Rodri alone.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that guy had that crazy level of influence. Oh, of course, we knew he was influential in that team. But nobody thought if this guy goes down, it will be this bad. Look how bad he got.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, there are little things here and there that will help a team here and there, right? So, in my mind, the Sunderland game again, at the end of the season, we will see if it was a 2 points dropped or a 1 point game. Okay? For you yourself, that you are busy mouthing up, we will see if your
I'm taking it as 2 points, 2 points
drop,
2 point drop,
or 1 point.
That's how I look at it. I look at it as 2 points drop.
So, because let me also say something why I feel that Arsenal may win, and I'm saying all this because I think that we are out of contention. Okay, I said this 2 weeks ago. So one, your defense. Then the second thing that I think is, you guys have going for you not to mention something like, oh, you guys tried, and all of that. I've noticed that when you try to get to something, especially in the Premier League or in most leagues in Europe, especially the Premier League, right? When you do 2 seasons, you are close. 3 seasons, the chances are very high that you will eventually sort it out and you will win. So those are the 2 reasons why I feel
players are also growing, right?
Kola,
There's a bit more experience as well.
Sorry to cut you, Sunday.
Yes, sir.
You guys are not out of contention. Don't take the pressure.
That's what I'm saying. Don't take the pressure. You're still in contention. You're still in contention, in my opinion.
No, we are out.
No.
You have
Kola, if they say you are not out, just remind them that you're on 18 points with them. They are
let me hear what Bayo wants to say. Let me hear Bayo.
See, where was United before this 5-game run? We were way down there, right? You just need 4 or 5-game run. Just get 15 points. And other people are probably drawing and losing. You will be back there. It's just that it's unfortunate that you guys are on a bad run. There's no doubt. Yes. But you just need a good run. You always say this, remember. The Premier League it's a marathon.
I agree. But do you know why I considered today? I said it before you joined. We may be able to win a couple of games, and begin to do well. But I just feel that based on where we are now, I don't think our recovery will be good enough to get us back to winning the league. That's what I feel. I don't think our recovery. I think we are too, and it's not even in terms of the number of points that we are behind. It's because of the way we are playing. It will take time for us to settle in again, begin to get the results, play consistently well, and then get back. I believe we'll still do well, right? But I don't think we'll be able to win the league again. Personally,
you guys might not win it, but you will be part of that contention. You cannot rule yourself out.
I believe also that United will be part of that as well. Because when you look at United's form, at the moment, that's a championship.
Absolutely.
In my mind.
When we knock Arsenal up,
where is United coming from? Nobody cares about where you're coming from. We care about where you are at the moment. You have 18 points.
As far as I am concerned, top 4 finish will be a very good thing.
No, we're not going to let off. We started the league on the same day. We started the league on the same day.
Jegos, what's your problem?
My problem is they want to sneak in Kola. They want to sneak in. That's their problem. They want to sneak in.
That's the problem.
And we will not let them sneak in.
Ordinary small pressure. Game with the level.
They want to use Kola. They want to use Mbuemo and Diallo. That's what they want to plan to do. So that they will not say, and we're not planning to win the league.
Just listening to pressure. We've never got into January yet, and they're passing it around.
So why are you running from that pressure? Is the question.
No. I'm not running. I'm just saying. You went the whole of October.
Tell us what you are saying about us. Tell us about United. Why are you running from that pressure?
You went the whole of October. You said no shot on target. Nobody can take a shot.
You went the whole of October. And you told us how you beat Liverpool, how you beat Chelsea. You were puffing chest and telling us. Now you've gone back to your level.
I'm still puffing. No. I'm still puffing my chest.
Are you going to win the league or not?
We shall see. Let's go to Chelsea versus Wolves to round up the day. Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0. I don't think I was hoping Wolves were going to do a no manager bounce, but
so my question with that is, why would anybody be leaving an average side anyway and coming to a Wolves? Does that Wolves team look like a team that can be saved? Because I don't understand the I think it's the Middlesbrough's coach, right? That's coming over. Does he have this mindset that he can save that Wolves team?
Well, it's Premier League. He wants to play in the Premier League.
Kola.
There's something someone always say that.
Kola, they have 2 points.
They have 2 points.
No, we said it 3 weeks ago now. We said it 3 weeks ago. I don't think Bayo was here. Wolves they've been relegated.
They are relegated already.
They are relegated.
There's no way they are.
I don't think they can escape it.
I think they should be planning for life in the second division, right?
Yes,
in the championship.
So rather than they are getting this level of coach as well.
I agree. I think they are done for.
I think they just need to reorganize their footballing structure.
and sack players like Tolu Arokodare. Don't go and get mediocre players and you come and be telling yourself you will not go anywhere.
Because we need that Arokodare on this week later this
We
week.
don't need it. We need Osimhen, my brother. God forbid.
Oh,
The few times Arokodare played, we almost died.
No, but don't forget,
Osimhen, every game
it was his
Osimhen
goal.
did not play. We lost or drew. Thank God for Victor Osimhen. We would not even have made these extra qualifiers.
But a friend of mine always say that it's not every job that they offer you that you take. I think whose job is one of those jobs that is better for you to be jobless than for you to stay in your CV more. I don't think that because it's very easy.
The coach now will now take them to championship. They will now win with 12 points.
Yeah.
They win this league with 12 points.
And then come back.
And he will come back and start struggling again in Premiership.
I think if there's anything, I think teams need to start watching teams like Brighton, the kind of footballing structure that they have.
Man, I love
implementing.
I love the way those guys play, man.
And start implementing Crystal Palace, yeah.
Those
and
guys.
start implementing what those guys are doing. I mean, we see a lot of teams come and they go. I'm even scared for Sunderland, right? That this success this season that they're having, I hope they have a plan for next season.
Exactly.
That now we are praising them. Because next thing you just said that the manager is gone or something, anything can happen.
Yeah.
You know.
So what will happen to Sunderland is this height that they've gotten to. Teams are going to come sniffing. Teams like Newcastle,
exactly.
All these guys will pick up all those ballads. One of them here and there. Yeah. They will just pick 2 or 3 of those first team players. That's the end.
And that's it. Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
Right.
And that's it.
The challenge.
Well, for Chelsea, I don't even know if Chelsea.
There's nothing to discuss now. Everybody should beat Wolves. If you cannot beat Wolves, then you're in trouble.
No, but the performance was it convincing?
No. But Chelsea fans will not like to hear that. They won 3-0 or what? And you want to tell them their performance is not convincing.
And it was goalless in the first half.
It was.
But see, someone was saying, I don't know who was saying it yesterday, that if Caicedo gets injured,
that's the end of Chelsea, honestly.
That we thought Palmer was bad. If Caicedo gets injured, but I hope not. When he was limping yesterday at some point during the game, I was like, wow, how this guy is not gone. Anyways,
I think that's it from us. Thank you, Kola. Thank you, Bayo, for coming on this.
It's another 2 weeks of boredom.
On this,
you're not going to touch on the Eagles qualifiers.
Yeah, well,
I know the girls doesn't even want to talk. I don't know.
We are going to the World Cup. This team they have no excuse for not going to the World Cup.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that though. I think we can. I think we have a good chance. Really, the lifeline of these playoffs is very, very. I mean, it's helpful because all we need to do, if we beat Gabon the first game, right?
Yes. Let me pause you there. Kola, let me pause you there. How old were you when we started this permutation of if we beat another?
It's been a long time. I know.
You know.
I know. It's been a long time. But you know what? Bayo, I'll take the permutation over not going to the World Cup at all. No. I'll take the permutation like that.
But Bayo, you have to understand, it's this permutation that got us here because we needed that last goal from Onyeka.
I'm telling you.
That got us here.
I'm telling you.
It's the permutation that got us here.
I'm telling you.
And another, just to add to Bayo, just to add to what Kola and Lagz are saying, I think the new FIFA ranking also helps us.
Yes, it does.
It takes us straight to the semi-final, something weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just takes us straight maybe to the semi-final or final or something.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's the only thing. Although it's disappointing that we are sitting down here talking about Eagles, and when you look at that group, and then you're not asking, we use 3 managers.
I'm totally disappointed in them.
We use 3 managers just to get about 3 points, and it's sad. But I really hope because honestly,
I just went
literally
back
Nigeria is Osimhen the way Haaland.
I went back to look at some of their matches. Nigeria versus Zimbabwe.
We were just drawing. We were just, I think we didn't even win until maybe the 5th game or 6th game.
It was
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Drawing against Zimbabwe.
Yeah, at home.
Playing 1-1 against South Africa.
At home.
South Africa
And
that
we were not
Dem
scoring
Rashidi
goals.
Yekini used to wire home and away.
No, but that South Africa team is good.
I don't care how good they were. Rashidi Yekini, Finidi George, my brothers, will wire them home and away. And the South Africa team they played against was better than this one.
Remember the time when the National Stadium in Surulere used to be, I told my sons, it used to be called 3 and above stadium.
3 and above. But it must be complete. Now, I'm dealing, if Osimhen is not playing, they will either score 1 goal.
So my thing is, even let's even assume the manager, the coach, national team manager is not tactically good or whatever. You as the players, at what point in time do you say, I want to take on this game, I want to be the difference maker, and you look at them, there's really nobody from the midfield.
The only person has been Osimhen.
Do you know the funny thing? What I see is that I think you need a lot of you need more technical inputs in African football than anywhere. Why do I say that?
Yes.
In African football, playing away is a dangerous proposition. When you're going away, you are just assume you will lose. So you need a lot of technical ability.
And you also need great players. Kola, this team
yes,
is too
I agree.
How do you
we don't have players. No, honestly, we don't have quality. We don't have enough quality.
We don't have quality. Let's be honest.
I have a question. Should we just build? Sorry, Bayo. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Who is that fine, cute boy behind you?
Did
Did you guys know what Sunderland team has been doing, especially yesterday against Arsenal? Do you know those barricades around their stadium?
They moved it forward.
They moved it closer.
Meanwhile, Arsenal has not scored goals from throwing. He's not even scored 1 goal from throwing.
Oh,
yeah.
They moved it forward.
They moved it very close to the line.
And that's as a result of media narrative. And those are some. It is Sky Sports. Sky Sports will be talking about throwing. They will use Arsenal player as the picture. When we don't score goals, there are teams who scored 4 times, 5 times. What's that one that
Brentford.
I think has scored maybe 4 or 5 from throwing. They won't use that guy's picture.
Wow, I didn't see that though.
So it was so bad that Sky Sports deleted a tweet this weekend.
Okay.
This weekend, another agenda about Arsenal. They just come up with different things. They will say set piece. They will use Arsenal picture. And Arsenal fans will now dominate the place and say, "Okay, listen, we might have scored more set pieces, but we haven't taken the most in the league." So how do you reconcile that? Then they will delete the tweet and come back with another one again. Anyways, back to Super Eagles.
So Outrax, you see the way South Africa they've built their team on local players. About 8 or 9 of them play from Zime Melody. Can we just go and because it seems like when we just bring all these our international players that are supposed to be
Lagz, my hand is off.
No, I'm just saying.
I disagree completely.
Can we disagree? I don't think what Lagz is saying. No, I don't think what Lagz is saying is that.
No, what I'm not saying the whole team, but what I'm saying is let's have at least 4
home base. If you go back and think about the 94 team, Kola, the 94 team, between 1990 and 94, we were, at least maybe Lagz is the only one who will not remember that properly, right, amongst us. When we are talking of OGs. a lot of those guys, Westerhoff actually got them from the local team. And they started going international after some of the competition. So what we're saying is find a balance. I don't think that some of those players who've represented Nigeria, in my mind, there's no way you can tell me that if we do proper scouting, you won't find somebody locally who is able to play some of those roles.
Because I am very biased. Do you know why? Why I say that? Except if we transform our local league as it is now. But if it is based on what we have, I'm talking about the league itself. Forget it. I don't agree.
Yes, but the league itself may be bad. Doesn't mean that you don't have Kola. The league itself may be bad, correct? Okay. Nobody's going to argue that with you, right? However, it doesn't mean that you will not find
one or two players, that
who
can
will
actually
still get into these present Super Eagles. I'm telling you, I played locally.
Well, I don't know.
It's not every great player. It's not every great
know.
Nigerian player
don't
that
agree.
makes it outside of the league. Even teams like Egypt, Morocco, all these guys, they still use some of their local players. South Africa use some of their local players.
Yeah. Jagos, let me ask you a question. Do you know that Nigeria has not even made it to the last what do you call it now? The group stages of the CAF Champions League in the last 6-7 seasons until this season?
Remo were beating 9-1.
So the point I'm making is that forget it. We don't have, except let's start with how much do they pay them? How much do they pay them in that league?
So I don't think it's about. I don't think it's about. We should see someone that is shining light among them. We should see someone.
I don't know. We should so that means there's no hope because the ones in Europe too, they are not useful in my mind. When you start to invite somebody like Tolu Arokodare, I'll go back to him again. To our national team, there's a big problem. Big problem. See, Lagz may laugh about it all he wants, but that guy should not be representing.
Right now is awful. See, right now is awful. He's not the only one.
He's the one that can narrow on you. Name your own.
There's this guy they called. There's this guy they also called. There's
one from Germany. There's Alilia. What's his name?
Yeah. So to last point. Let me assure you. Well, let me not say. Let me assure you. There is something you will find out. Okay. Let's see how well South Africa will do in the World Cup. Because they have good players. But let me tell you, it will show. Just watch.
No, definitely. But
my the difference. South Africa has a balanced team. But their team is very balanced. But there's a lot of European players, and they will have sprinkle of local players. That's the advantage.
You see, but my issue with the Super Eagles. Sorry, Jack. My issue with Super Eagles, we've had an issue for the past 5-6 years.
It's been longer than that.
No, one particular issue. None of the managers have been able to go out to identify a creative midfielder. Till today, we are forcing players to play roles that they are not good at. We keep forcing the Iwobi.
How can Iwobi be a creative midfielder?
Ndidi will come. We play him as a 10. Frank Onyeka that doesn't even start for Brentford. We'll play him.
And that nonsense started from Mikel Obi. Mikel Obi is from 10 for Super Eagles. When we all saw him thrive in the deep line role in his club, then we will come to Super Eagles, we play him as 10.
Like anytime I see the call-up list, we have about 10 attackers and 4 midfielders.
Yeah, but if you look at this latest one, they actually balanced it. There are only 3 attackers. We have more midfielders and wingers.
Tolu Arokodare is not part of that list.
Is there?
See, we need everybody.
I don't know if you can remember. I tell my sons this, that I think that the downfall of Nigerian football goes back to that Nations Cup that Abacha did not allow us to defend.
Yes.
You know, he withdrew us from 96 Nations Cup.
96
that we're supposed to go and defend in South Africa. Mm-hmm. I think that period that
Lagz may not remember that too. I just say let me point out.
I think that period that we were banned, that we didn't go for 96 Nations Cup, we didn't go for Burkina Faso in 1998. I think that was a huge problem.
And then we now missed out on the World Cup. I think we didn't even go for the World Cup. He withdrew us from World Cup qualifiers too. If you remember.
No. We went for 98.
No, we didn't go to 98 World Cup. Which one did we
in France? We were in France.
We were withdrawn from one, or was it 2002?
No. We were in France 98. We were in 2002.
Oh, yes.
We were in France 98 too.
Yes, it was Nations Cup. It was Nations Cup.
We were suspended.
Your Papumi and Co were 2002.
Yeah, we were suspended from 2 Nations Cup. And you know, if you just look back, that team we had, there is no way we'll go to South Africa in 96 and we'll not win that tournament. It's not possible.
What are you talking about? We're coming fresh from Atlanta 96. Are you forgetting?
We
were hot.
Oh my God. So
in my mind, we would have won 96, we would have won 98.
I agree.
In my mind.
I agree. Because we came back from the ban and we still played the final in 2000.
Yes.
Yeah, but my issue is when we call up players, are we just calling them based on, because I'm looking at the call up list.
It's bribery and corruption.
No. It's not even about bribery. But look at Lukman. Lukman has been very poor this season.
He said he's scouted.
Lookman has been poor this season, both club and country. He hasn't
So
been
who are you going to
exceptional.
call? Even if he's poor, who are you going to replace?
Hey, but
It's about the
he's one of your
alternative.
good players. He's one of your good players. You still call
Name
him.
somebody that you remove.
But what I'm saying, just as you said, we can go. Look, there's this guy that played. Okay, they called Akoda Adams. There are players out there. It does okay. For example, this guy in Brentford, before he goes
Kanye.
and whatever, Kanye, can't you
Yeah.
approach him? I
No,
know
I heard
he
that
has
guy is
Irish.
Italian.
He's Irish.
I don't know if it's true. I hear he's Italian.
No, I think he's Irish. Or
Is
one
he
of
Irish?
them.
I shall know
I
he's
don't
one
know Irish,
European,
but
weird European.
why
country.
can't we go and approach him? That guy's a good right back.
Yeah.
He plays very well. Plays very, very well. I saw him to plays very well. Approach him and say, look.
No, but you know, the problem is this. Let me tell you. It's gone back to many years. Kola, Bayo, if you remember, the John Fashions of this world, they didn't used to like coming to play qualifiers too.
Yeah.
They wait for
Somebody
like that to qualify. Wait,
yeah.
this thing is not today.
No, there's not today.
Shola
It's not.
Ameobi. I remember Shola Ameobi. He will not come for qualifiers. He waited.
If I, only till that work.
So,
And it's the same thing Ghana are fighting with Oti
Yes, sir.
Odoy and your
Nketiah.
boy Nketiah.
Nketiah,
Like, you were not part of us, and you're going to. And the manager says, "Look,
that's what they do. If we see, let me tell you, if we qualify for this World Cup now, suddenly that team will look rich. I promise.
I don't think it's because I think we actually have a very good manager. I think Eric Chell is
Understand
actually
what I
very
mean
good.
by rich? When suddenly we make it to the World Cup, you will see at least 3, 4, 5 fresh players showing up. They will tell you that they are one of the best in Europe in their position.
That's possible.
And they are Nigerians.
That's a strong possibility.
That's how they always do. They don't come for qualifier. If you, that kind of the guy, now if you call him, he won't answer you. He will be somebody will be whispering in his ear that you want to go and play qualifier in Libya, where somebody will be chasing you with cutlass.
No, I get it. Like, I don't know if you saw the news about Casina and Bayaro. You know, the player that equalized and the fans.
I heard they slit somebody's throat.
Yeah, the player equalized and this.
That's the league you want us to go and be picking people from. They're not serious.
And
the funniest thing is,
but I think the guy survived, right?
Yeah, he survived. He survived. He survived. You know, but
Africa is God.
No, but honestly, I really, because I don't think this World Cup can survive without Nigeria in it. They need first of all, they need Nigeria to sell jersey.
My brother, they don't need Nigeria to sell any jersey. Number 2, the World Cup has survived for many years without you guys showing up. It's very nice. We love it. See, I'm already putting my mind at peace that will support one of those serious teams that did not lose any games during the qualifier. Maybe Cote d'Ivoire or Senegal.
No, the gods, let's not do like that now. At least let's hope that we go there. I beg.
Okay.
See, we have to go. We've so many
negative vibes here. I beg.
Okay, now I'm the only one bringing your players that refuse to beat Zimbabwe.
It's not as if I'm hoping for anything. No, it's not as if I'm expecting so much. I'm just hoping.
Let's just even if we just participate. Let's just
go. Not make it to that World Cup. These guys are not disciplined. See, the only way we make it to that World Cup, and like I had that conversation with Lagz, he was arguing, I just left him alone. I told him the only player that can make it into that 94 team is Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
You will think it's a joke. You need to go back and watch those guys.
No, I'm not disputing. I said Osimhen. I told you Osimhen will make it. I told you Osimhen will make it.
And I agree with you. And the minute, let's just knock on wood, everybody knock on wood, that doesn't get injured before any of these extra qualifiers.
Yeah.
If he's out,
that's the end.
Trust me, that's the end. I've seen it
also needed for the Nations Cup in December as well.
Yes.
I don't care about that one for now. I just need him to qualify us for World Cup first.
I mean, we're going to play just 2 games first. 2 games first. So then after that, the Nations Cup, which I'm hoping, because that Nations Cup is a little bit iffy, because I really don't think these players I don't think they're going to commit themselves. Because there's Nations Cup, there's World Cup, and they're also thinking of their club side. So I'm not even putting my mind to this Nations Cup. I think a lot of them will just...
They will commit at Nations Cup, win it, and just not bother to qualify for World Cup.
We need that World Cup. We need that World Cup, my bad.
I think I need to roll. I need to go pick my daughter from.
All right,
no problem. I think even at this point, we should be rounding up. But honestly, I think we need the Super Eagles in the World Cup. I mean,
I want
we've
them to
been
be
off.
there at least.
I need the football. I need the football to be good at the World Cup.
Let's see them there. Let's see them
Whether
there.
Super Eagles are there or not, I need. The
No,
only
because
thing is our supporters club. They've missed us. I can agree with that one. But some new supporters clubs have come up. Ghana supporters club. They're amazing as well. You know.
No. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
I will support Ghana because those ones, if they lose, I'll be very happy. But I must support one African club, and I will not support the North African teams because those ones they don't see themselves as part of us. So you can go and see now. I will look for Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire.
No, but is I really just want the coach. I know at this stage it's very hard for him to call up new players, but look at the midfield. Iwobi has been off form, even in Fulham. For Fulham, he hasn't been.
At least he may be off form, but at least he's playing. Haru Kodari does not even get on the team. How is he making the Super Eagles team?
But lads, going back to Jago's point, when I was telling my sons, it's just recently that I started accepting he will be as our midfielder, because when I look at him, I look like as in you are the one playing the role of your uncle. How? You can't even compare.
He was so good they named him twice.
That's why I said we have a creative midfield issue, and I'm hoping this guy they called. I'm hoping this guy he does something for us. Onyedika, he plays for Club Brugge. He played very well for Champions
League. That guy, I watched him.
I think he's a player.
He looked very good.
Yeah.
Those are the level of players we should be aspiring for.
So my thing is he has been called up, right? Because they've called him a couple of times.
Yeah.
And they didn't even start him.
Exactly.
He comes 2 games, he's on the bench. And then he goes back. They'll be starting from waiting. So I look at it. I'm saying, Eric Chell, you're going into this game. Start this guy. He's showing himself that he can do it.
Yeah.
You start him, put your Franco Onyeka and Ndidi behind him. Let him go. We need creativity in this team.
Yeah, we do.
We watch that game every time. We are looking at Moses Simon doing the same thing, back, front, cross, back. Even some of the crosses they are overhit, underhit.
You say some,
yeah.
Most. You meant to say most.
you look. What we do the same thing, and Osimhen is there screaming, fighting everybody, doing everything.
Osimhen won't die for pitch.
That's why when he's angry on the field, sometimes behaving like a crazy person, I just keep quiet. I can't criticize it.
You can't criticize.
When you see what the others are doing around him,
I'm telling you.
I don't blame this guy. If it was me, if I want to punch,
the
keeper too will be behaving like a madman.
That one is another story.
That one is another problem.
That guy is drinking.
He says Tunde even told me this guy will get into the Super Eagles team of '94. I love
it. See, you see, the problem is we don't want to talk about Wambali because right now he's probably the best out of the.
He has mental challenges.
The problem with that guy is that I don't know. Maybe something is getting in his brain.
I think it was the calf, the hype. That last Nations Cup where it seemed like the bread of fresh air, like we've not seen.
Yeah,
we've not had a good keeper for such a long time.
Exactly.
Look at what we've been going through. Okoye. After Okoye, we had one.
Some weird goalkeepers.
Some weird goalkeepers. Ever since Enyama left, we've been suffering.
Yeah.
Since Enyama left, we've been suffering for goalkeepers. If they take, you remember the game we lost to Ghana. That we meant to qualify for the World Cup. I remember that was it Partey's shot from outside.
From outside, yeah.
From outside, and that was it. That was it. So when he came in, we were like, if this is what we can.
No. You see, we used to have Peter Rufai.
So
Joseph Dosu, those are the level of goalkeepers.
Agboni Barrett,
those ones we used to abuse them. They are way better than this guy. What are you talking about?
But right now,
Jagos, what's the name of this other guy? Aloy Agu.
Aloy Agu.
We've had so much. But right now, if you look at the guy they call Obaso Giamas. I don't know him. Okoye Maduka is the other one. We had to beg Okoye Maduka to come back. Remember, after that Nations Cup, they abused him. He said, "No more coming back again."
The guy, he went off social media.
What happened?
They abused him.
As if you don't know.
They had to beg him. Okay, then
I
he
can't-
started doing well. I think he's in Syria. He plays for either Udinese or one of
I
these.
don't know they take him easy.
So he's just coming back.
Anyways.
Even he's coming back. I don't think he wants to keep. He's happy to be on the bench. That okay, I came, and that's it.
Let's wish the Super Eagles luck. I
Yeah.
brought good vibes, Kola.
Okay,
No,
so
hopefully,
That's better,
and,
that's better.
and hopefully the manager or will make good, because even this Calvin Bassey too is beginning to look. It's like for Fulham. He's
unfortunately,
beginning to
unfortunately, those are the one of the good ones in the team now. Unfortunately,
unfortunately, so. But
The other
hopefully,
one that is supposed to be our captain, strong in the middle. What's his name?
who's
Ekong.
that?
That one too is full of mistakes.
Who? I don't know why we are still calling it Congo.
So Ekong I think it's just for the experience, or because
Which experience?
Okay, so what experience is he going to
It's
bring?
like a waste of
Losing
slot.
experience.
okay,
Lagz,
Kola, look at
it's
this.
like a waste of slot.
But remember, we used to call Ahmed Musa for such a long time.
He was
Even that
used to show us something. What is Ekong doing?
Even for Ahmed Musa, after a while, I felt like we shouldn't still be using, because
We shouldn't
I don't know why we find it difficult to let go of players that have played for a long time.
It's bribery and corruption. They
No,
bribe
but
them.
Kola, look at it. If you look at the guys they called, between Ekong and Shemi Ajayi, you're asking, okay, what Shemi Ajayi or Shemi Ajayi?
I will risk Shemi Ajayi. I will risk him.
But wait, the other guy called Lagz. The other guy.
Benjamin Fredericks. I think
Yes, that guy
I think he's better on the right back. I think
No,
he's our
that
best.
one is on
No,
the
but
right back.
he played central in the last game.
Yeah, but I think his best position is right.
Yeah.
Pending
And
is-
he played very well. He played very well.
I think pending till Ola comes back from his injury. If Ola comes back, then we know, okay, he plays the right back, and then Fredericks can move to the mid, and then Fredericks will partner with Calvin Bassey.
I will put,
and then we'll put them Bruno.
All the Shemi something. I will put them on the bench. I'll put that guy in the middle with Calvin Bassey, and I will find one local player and put him right back.
No, there's this guy, but very inconsistent. Bright or Saeed Samuel is very inconsistent. Very, very inconsistent.
Stop saying he wasn't. You see, this is what has me. Messi
He is
can be
good.
inconsistent. Saka can be inconsistent. Bruno Fernandes can be inconsistent. They are good players, but sometimes they are inconsistent. Florian Wirtz is not consistent at the moment. Nobody is seeing him and say he's a bad player. These guys are mediocre players. You don't get. That's the problem. You are just doing. I'm in Nigeria.
But is that not why I said we should go and get one or two players from our local league?
Good, say that. Don't say Bright
But that's
Osai
why-
is inconsistent. He's not a good player.
No, I disagree. He played under Jose. He
If you like, he's inconsistent. If he can play under Ancelotti, he's not a good player.
But hopefully, maybe next week we'll review. Maybe Kola will have time. We'll review Nigeria's Nigeria's first game before
I'm
we go.
saying it now. If Nigeria makes it to the World Cup, lads, we'll go and catch one of the games and do a podcast live from the venue. How about that?
Okay.
Definitely. Let's do so. Fingers crossed.
You pay my bill. Oh.
I will only pay your flight tickets. That's it.
Yeah.
Take care of the rest.
It's just a day trip.
We're about that tickets from game.
I will take you can be outside and wait for the podcast.
Take care of the game tickets. Take care of the game tickets.
Take care of
Let me tell
everything.
you, the game ticket might even be cheaper in the long run because it's Super Eagles. If
No,
they
no,
go
no,
and
no,
put
no,
us,
no.
wait, calm down. I don't know how it works. If they put us in a group with maybe one of those ones that qualify from Asia.
Yeah.
But that's what we want now, to be in a group with one of those.
Exactly. They put us there. Nobody will come and watch. The day to the game, they'll start selling ticket $30.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
relax.
You're right.
But the only thing is we just hope these two games Osimhen doesn't get injured, because even for Fenerbahce, I'm sorry, Galatasaray, without him, I was watching their game and I'm like, man, if this guy goes for Nations Cup, I don't think these guys can survive.
Without him.
I don't think they can survive. I don't think, and I really hope that.
For me, it's that I don't know how to describe it. He's just too passionate, almost to a fault.
He has that drive.
And honestly, I'm happy it didn't come to probably any of the Premier League teams, because the love he gets from those teams when he scores, when they shout Victor Osimhen, I don't think
You're right.
he will be loved in the Premier League. But
my brother,
that love,
City fans, they love Haaland. They shout his name in the stadium. See,
No,
all these ones you are saying, if he was in front of your attack yesterday, as Tottenham was scoring 2, him alone scored 3.
No, but you see,
Manchester
I don't
United
think you
fans.
understand. You see the love he got in Napoli. I thought
No,
that
yeah,
was
it's true.
utmost.
Lagz is right.
I
Lagz
thought
is
it was
right.
utmost, but you see in that Turkey,
Of course.
I was like,
in
what?
places like Turkey and Co, they are more passionate. Oh, of course.
I'm like
They
the
are more
way I'm
passionate.
like, oh my goodness, is honest, and it's unfortunate that he's not being talked about for the top scorers in Europe. Because I'm sure if you check his numbers, he's probably not far off Haaland and Mbappe.
He's the highest goal scorer.
He's the highest goal scorer in the Champions League now.
At the moment.
Now I'm talking about the Viru, both league and
Okay.
Champions League, both league
But
and
you know he was injured at the start of the season.
Okay, but that's true.
Yeah, he was injured.
I think he's caught up. I think he probably has about five or six
Yeah,
goals.
I think he has about
Anyway,
five league goals.
So, and it's just unfortunate. His publicity is just not as loud as Mbappe and Haaland.
He's playing in Turkey. You have to understand that there's a difference.
And your another eagle is the top scorer in Tokyo. What's that guy's name? The tall guy.
Oh yes, Onachu.
Yeah. But look awkward, don't you, boy?
I'm telling you, see, that guy is the reincarnation. Tolu Arokodare is the reincarnation of that guy. If Tolu goes to Turkey now, he can become top.
No, but you know Tolu was the highest goal scorer in Genk before he came, or one of those teams.
Really?
He was up there. Either in Genk or in Germany, wherever he came from, he was top
now
scorer.
Look at that too. He now came to England.
Onuachu came to England. Onuachu came to England.
The team he's playing for is the worst team in Premiership. Wolves.
Onuachu's team. Onuachu was playing for Southampton. They got relegated.
Tolu does not make it onto the first 11.
Yeah.
Onuachu too, but not making it up to the first 11.
So that's what I'm saying is a reincarnation. They are twins.
Yeah.
So don't say Onuachu too as if you are making a point. It's the two of them. They are both on the same.
You just see, we've said this. It's not everyone that is meant for the Premier League. Some players are just not. You see, the Premier League doesn't even what's his name? The other Victor Boniface. If he comes to Premier League, he too might struggle. Struggle.
So let me tell you, Victor. No, let me tell you, Victor Boniface. Let me tell you, he's not clumsy on the ball. He's very skilled with the ball on.
Very,
very skilled. Now, struggling is different from not making it to the team. Yes, maybe he might not score a lot of goals in the Premier League, right? But he will play. Victor Boniface cannot be on that Wolves team and not be playing. The only thing that has held Victor Boniface back is injuries.
That injury.
I saw a picture of his knee the other day. I was sad. If you see the mark on his leg.
that was what affected his transfer to AC Milan.
AC Milan, yes. You needed to see the Kola. I'm like, man, no wonder they pay these guys this kind of money, man. These guys are playing with their future.
I think
man.
that injury really messed him up.
So please don't call Victor's name near Tolu Arokodare. That guy is a fine player. I might not like him the way he does his grab too much, but he's a fantastic. If we had Victor on form when the games Osimhen missed, we will still have won one or two of those games.
Yeah.
And we will be having a
no. We've had Boniface come to the Super Eagles, and till today he doesn't have any goal. At least Arokodare has a goal.
That's not
the Super Eagles. Arokodare has a goal.
You are missing the point.
Arokodare has a goal. Boniface doesn't have a goal.
I agree with you. Arokodare has a goal. However, if Victor was playing, we might have won. I'm not saying Victor would win those games for us, but he's skilled enough to take the attention away, and others will score. Nobody cares about any Arokodare. Even the goal he scored, he practically bungled the ball in with his body and everything clumsily. I was like, against Lesotho or something.
He was on the line.
See this shameless guy telling me Arokodare has a goal.
A goal is a goal, and it was credited to him. That's all.
Please don't mention Victor's name near Arokodare. Nah, waiting cause Victor Kosamo. Victor is a fine player. I've seen him play very well.
All right, no problem.
Guys, thank you so much for
all right, thank you so much, Kola. Hopefully, maybe next week we'll review the Super Eagles match then. See what happens. All right, everyone have a nice everyone have a good week ahead.
Have a good week, guys. Bye.